Well done, we've made it through January. It did feel like a long month. As we move into a new season with COVID, we await the government's new guidelines and what that means for us as a community. Some of us have succumbed to COVID over Christmas and since, and we hope that you're recovering well. Thank you for your prayers for us. We're feeling better now and glad that that's over. Meanwhile, some of you I know are triple jabbed and have remained healthy, and long may that continue.
As COVID restrictions are steadily being removed across the country, as a church, it's still our priority to care for the most vulnerable among us. And we would encourage people to continue to wear masks in church where that is possible. We will keep you updated with any changes on this, but for smaller groups and those involving children, it is really at the discretion of those present. There's no need for us any longer to book in for church services except for the all-age service at 10:15 because of the limited capacity in the hall. It's great that the all-age and the evening praise services are now back in person every week, and we are really grateful to the leaders, the musicians, the AV operators, and all who are making this possible. We're also really grateful to the coffee makers who help us at St John's for the 10:30 service and at St Mary's for the 10 o'clock service, for the 10 o'clock coffee time. That's great. Really good to get together as a community. But more and more helpers are required to serve refreshments. So if you can help, please do volunteer.
Thanks. For us as a church leadership, we continue to discern God's direction in this season of rebuilding and restoration. Our sermon series on Nehemiah is giving us inspiration. You can catch up on sermons if you've missed them on our YouTube channel or on the Walton Parish website. Although Nehemiah is known for being passionate about rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem, he also did other things. He brought the people together in community. He dealt with opposition. He ensured the poor were looked after, and he restored the Bible and godly worship at the centre of their community.
Yep.
In this unique season, we have the opportunity to rebuild and restore with God at the centre of everything we do.
Here are some questions for us all to consider. How can we encourage each other to be confident disciples of Jesus on our front lines? How can adults encourage children to grow up knowing Jesus? And how can children encourage adults to pray with expectation that God will hear our prayers and answer them? How can we grow closer as a community of God's people? And how can we do more to care for the poor in our community?
Great questions. The PCC have been asking questions such as these as they have spent time considering our strategy and goals for the year ahead, springing from our vision. It's a good time to refresh our minds about what our vision is all about. And this little devotional, 28-day devotional, is a great way of doing that. It's based on our vision, and it goes into more depth and biblical passages about where our vision has come from. So the PCC are going to be doing that, and we invite you to join us. If you need a copy, there are some copies in both churches, and also you can go online and get a paper-free copy. And as you pray, do let us know if anything comes to mind, if God is giving you any inspiration and words for our church at this time. Thanks.
And so, like Nehemiah, we will keep our focus on building discipleship and worship, building our church community and building links with the local community, rebuilding and restoration. Exciting times lie ahead. Let's pray for this and work together to build our church and our community.